as always, is the beautiful, the lovely Dixie Moylan. How you doing, buddy?
That's a very nice intro for me. I'm very good, thank you. I'm better now because I feel complimented.
Where that came from, you, I was like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think that's the most compliments you've ever given me, but okay.
well, we had a whole like weekend of ribbon speedy, so I thought, bring some love in.
That's
Thank
fair.
you, Rob, for the description, man. It's much appreciated. 4 months. Thank you very much. With Prime's 4-month record, mate. Look at that. Keep that going. But yeah, it was like a rock. Yeah, we've been speedy for the last few days, so
Yeah.
sense of love.
Dear.
Speed going, yeah. Alright, so we'll quickly run through the stand-ins. I'll let you run through the drivers, and I'll run through the constructors.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
On screen now is the drivers. I'll hide my face. There we go.
No, we don't want you over the top. Anyway, Avi is still just about maintaining his lead. He's been Mr. Consistent, but he is now only 1 point clear of Jack in P2, who, as we know, is a force of nature, but was starting on the back foot, having missed a couple of races. Johnny sat 19 back from Jack, still very much in it. These three pretty much taking off at the front now. Dara a little way back, but as he's been showing the tendency, he won't be racing today, so he's obviously not going to move. He's going to drop back further. His teammate Gustav only 8 points back, so the two McLaren boys working really well together at the moment. Chubb in 6th, 25 points back, so this is where things start to spread out a little bit. You can see the front runners have started to break. Scott sat in 7th on 44. Speedy in 8th on 36, with LED for 1 behind on 35 in 9th. Cherry on 30 points in 10th. Every time I want to say Mrs. Call in 11th. Erez 1 point back in 12th. Erez not. I expected Erez to be higher. He seems to have dropped off quite a bit on this game, but
he started off quite well. But this game, I don't think suits him. But
No.
He started off fairly well, but then he's gone back to kind of where he was last year.
yeah, we might see.
Last season.
We might see a resurgence on new game. El Stefano in 13th, Frenzy 14th, Rob in 15th on 2 points, the bottom of the guys with points, and then Andreas, Crookie, Dr. Robot, Hudsojo and Booker all yet to score and tied for 16th. It's a nice way of putting last.
Yes, essentially. But there we go. So fingers crossed them guys can get off the mark and get some points. What that does to your constructors tables is as follows. So Alpine are currently leading the way with the force of Jack.
The force of Chubb.
54 points. He's done quite well. So he's coming back with 192 points. Second place and now dropping is the McLaren team. Obviously not being here. Gustav is here today, so hopefully he can kind of try and get them back on track. Williams are in second, well tied for second actually, both in second with 164. So both these guys are battling it out quite heavily, so keep an eye out for the McLaren and the Williams today. Fourth place, we have the Haas team of Avi and Erez with 159. So not far behind. There's a close top four, really, if you think about it. Only separated by 30 odd points, give or take.
Well, this is it. It's one good result as a team, isn't it? That?
It is. It's one good team result, and it's all good, obviously. But the problem is you're against Jack and you're against Chubb, Chubb's been off the mark every now and then, but can score the good points.
Yeah.
And then you've got Johnny and Scotty who are just the team consistent.
Mm-hmm.
The same as Avi. Avi's constantly scoring points, but unfortunately everybody's letting down slightly. Then you've got onto the Alfa Romeo team at LED for and Mr. Carl, both with 55 points at the moment. And then we have the Red Bull team in 6th place with 41. Alfa Romeo is 7th with 37. 1 point behind them is the Mercedes team with 36. Hopefully Speedy form can improve. They've really well in USA last week. I think across that can carry on. Then we have the AlphaTauri, or Team Rob, as I want to call it. Rob is carrying the team with the 2 points that they have got. And then Ferrari still get to score with -1. And there we go. That brings the standings to a close. And on to short quali today, because unfortunately it's a bit low.
No, it's because it's a sprint.
Oh shit, it is a sprint, but it's still attempted low as well.
Well, yeah, but oh wait, hang on, I'll put some sound on. There we go.
Do you know what? With attendance, I think it's just the fact this game is the worst it's probably been in a while. You want to come join me, co-commentator? Double co-commentator. Come on in. Stop doing your Rotoshaw face. Does that bottom lip thing. Get off the bloody plate. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So,
I think Avi's going to be the first guy to settle up, unless I'm mistaken. He's
It's
just
hard to
entered sector 3.
Is Rob? I think Johnny's. I don't know where Johnny is actually. Push my keyboard in the I will. Let's quickly. I think Johnny's on a.
Who is, sorry?
I think Johnny's on a flyer. Yeah, Johnny's actually on his flyer.
No, Avi is, that's what I'm saying. He's literally about to cross the line.
Oh, bloody hell, that was quick.
129.1 gets first lap on board.
That ain't too bad for a time. Confirmations come in. Moreland very quiet on your stream. Okay, this a little bit.
It's turned me down, Annie. Don't want to be overshadowed.
Well, it's not the fact to tone it down, really. I think where some people's mics have more
noise cancelling and stuff.
Yeah, like it's not counting someone out because someone was really loud and shit. Get off that.
Johnny goes 29 flat.
A wet sprint in Saudi Arabia.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I need to get your chat up actually.
Can they have rain?
Can they have rain? Can rain?
Rain.
I think they are allowed to have rain. Yeah.
I didn't know they have rain. I always think of it like Bahrain, you know, like Bahrain is that's the only bit of rain you get in Bahrain, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You don't get fuck all else. Johnny goes top of 129.0. Let's have a look who else is on board. Let's go on board with Rob. Hasn't recently mentioned that. So yeah, so it'll be interesting to see actually the wet sprint and it's a dry race. So it's very mixed bag there. So, hi Hobo and Moreland from Mrs. Carl. Hey Mrs. Carl, how are we doing today?
Evening, Mrs. Carl.
Hope you are well. I'm getting kicked in the nads by my son. I'll put my mic in. There he is. Yeah, you can see the cars going around.
Trying to get your chat up so I can actually talk to people, which would be nice. Chat on, there we go.
I'm good, how are we? I'm good. Moreland, you good?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I still haven't won Euro Millions, but you know, I'm existing. I think Eris is going to be the next man. Speedy's just sort of midway through sector 2. Eris is just coming down to final turn now.
Then our first glimpse of the new cars in the first race of the season on Sunday, yesterday.
One of the most boring things I've ever watched.
Yeah, it wasn't that too exciting, especially for Bahrain.
Eris goes 5th, 130.9.
And Little Hobo Jr. got to watch his first, well, I say watch his first race, but he got to wear his F1 outfit for his first time. So that was quite cute, watching him in his little F1 car, in his F1 suit, watching the F1. Big contact with all that for speed, you know. That's got surely damage to his car. Yeah, it's got a...
Not effective on this lap though.
Final. No, it's just across the line, so it would be too bad of an impact.
Gustav has bailed on his run, he's dived straight into pits. So I'm guessing he's made a mistake at some point on there. Not ideal though.
Nah.
Scott?
Sure that is this year's car design, isn't it? With livery. I don't remember being that much black.
On what, the McLaren?
Yeah, the McLaren.
Yeah, there's always been quite a lot of black on it. So it's going to be Chubb. Scott is invalidated. So Chubb's the one to watch at the moment, I think.
Did you see where's he's nice?
He made a mistake at turn 1, he ran straight over.
What's the matter with you, eh? Why
might
you
even. I would say he might get a distant tour from Eris, but I think it's a little bit too far away.
Honestly, on stream, you can't even see the baby's head. He stretched himself out and just leaned his head right. Chuck goes 4th, 130.6.
Yeah, only 14 runners today, Dutch Face. Well, I'll say that. I don't know if someone's due to join. I think.
In mid-session.
Oh, El Stefano. Yeah, El Stefano's due to join, like mid-quali. So at least it's a sprint. It makes it a little bit more interesting than watching like Q1, Q2, and Q3 when there's low numbers.
Yeah, but you always get someone that will go around constantly, even though everyone's through at this stage.
Yeah.
Constantly go round and round and round and round.
Abby's starting another lap.
Scotty must be on an outlet.
No, because he.
Oh, he vowed it, didn't he? So he must be on a cooldown then maybe.
I don't know. How
He
about
crossed that line again, so maybe the cooldown's coming around again.
maybe? But he's got no fuel left. He's got
Okay.
1.1 laps of fuel, so I don't. Maybe he's just going to abandon this run. I wonder if he made a mistake into turn 1 on this lap, and then just decided, yeah, I'm not going to do it. How is invalidated?
What are you doing, Dan?
So easy to invalidate around here. I think.
So crash around here as well.
Yeah, qual is going to be fairly important here as well. I mean, obviously there's a point and offer for pole, but you really don't want to be caught in sort of a midfield melee around here.
No.
Because it's just one person hits a wall and it becomes pinball, and there's no real dodging it, unless obviously you're out in front, and that's.
Yeah, or it's you're in the 1 or 2 parts of track where it's actually opened up enough so you can actually go.
Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah. I'm guessing Scott's going to bounce.
Some race to watch though, 'cause normally you do get a lot of action with the long DRS.
Yeah, Scott's in. So I think maybe Jack's going to be the one to watch.
Yeah.
GGC finishing a lap? Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, I think he is, yeah.
Not going to be the quickest of laps, but it's a 1:32.3. Puts him almost bang on with his teammate, so.
That was the time I was just joining and picked his car, so there we go, there's our 15 drivers. Baby is just doing what he wants now. And get off, don't use that, you're not touching the controller, but you can have this one. Look at this one. This one's now redundant. You can make it your racing. There you go.
So Jack making his way through sector 1, looking tidy so far. It's hard to tell around here though, like, you can look really messy around here and it'd be quick, or you can look really tidy and it'd be slow. Like, you really...
In a track where you are on the edge of your fucking pants the whole way around.
Well, you've got to be fast, you've got to be running the edge of every curve, the edge of every wall, like that. And, I don't know, like, during race, you misjudge once, you break your wing, you're kind of screwed, because there's that. I mean, I know it's quite a fast track and there's lots of flat out sections, but there's lots of high downforce corners as well, you know, like sweeping corners.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of those.
The only saving grace being the high likelihood of safety cars. There's an Alpha out GDC isn't well. How's he ended up there? Quite even.
That's one thing actually. I hope they do not bring it into multiplayer for next game. Is like red flags. Because this track is kind of known for a red flag.
28.2 for Jack.
Is on 28.2.
Gustav is about to come round to finish. Is it? No, he's bailed again. Gustav boxing again.
Oh, he's boxing again, yeah. It's hard to tell with the start in the lap because it, for some reason this game says there are it goes from out lap to hot lap before they cross the line.
He's used another set of new tyres there as well.
That's
So he's used two brand new sets of softs for nothing really. No lap time set.
He's rear wing.
He should be able to get that fixed by boxing. It will. I think it will fix it during qualifying. Al-Udifa's gone round on the exit of 2.
He's qualifying well in 5th.
He's at the moment. Yeah, he's missing an end plate now though, so that's going to be the end of this run.
You also got Woo Mats. Actually, it's probably not the best idea to give you this controller because it's come off of it. They'll go into your mouth and we'll never see them.
I'm curious to see how Scott's going to do with his new toys.
Oh, he's got a new rig, didn't he, or something?
He's got a direct drive wheel now and new pedals and everything. So
what is a direct drive wheel?
It's not. It's basically your wheel is fitted directly to a motor as opposed to being belt driven or gear driven. So like on what like the T300 that you use is I think that's belt driven, but
piece of shit is what it is.
But the top and bottom of it is it's he's almost put it in. Well, the motor itself that you fight against will be attached to a belt, which will then go across to whatever your like the shaft that your wheels fixed to.
Yeah.
But they're not quite. Obviously, some of the fidelity of it gets lost in those belts and gears and whatever. But with a direct drive, it's literally just a motor within a housing that the shaft's attached directly to.
Okay.
So you don't lose anything basically. Whatever the motor gives out, you will feel because your wheels bolted to it. But they have the ability to be a lot more precise, basically.
Yeah, Rob just said as well in the chat, belt/cog driven wheels lose a bit of feeling compared to direct driver.
There you go. Dutch Face says, just noticed, is it daytime on purpose? Do they run quali during the day yet?
I don't know.
I think they're doing. Do they do
They
bar?
must do.
They run practice during day in Bahrain, don't they? And I think they might do here, but
I don't actually know.
I'd be curious to see what the sprint race is actually.
Yeah, because obviously they use official timing, so there must be a reason why it's in the day. But this must be what would happen if it was in, official timing. It would be a day quali.
So Scott's only put.
It would be, wouldn't it? Because wouldn't it be a quali on a Friday?
For this?
Isn't it?
Oh, for a sprint.
Yes, a sprint,
Yeah, if it was a sprint,
Friday.
yeah.
And then you'd have P3 after quali, wouldn't you?
You'd have. They only have 2 practices, don't they? So you'd have FP1, then you would have qualifying, then Saturday you'd have FP2 and the sprint race, and then you'd have the race on Sunday. With Scott's on another lap. He's got caught in a bit of traffic there, though. Rob almost getting in his way. This is going to be his last attempt, really. He hasn't got the fuel to go again, and he hasn't got time to pit. So it's pretty much do or die for him at this point.
Give him the ball or something to play with, because he's dropped my control on the floor.
Come on, Scott.
You've got your ball up. It's like having a fucking dog that talks. Or dog in his case. There you go. Have a ball. Take it in your mouth.
Looking a
Like
lot
a dog.
tidier this time.
Hopefully that Rob didn't get his way too much.
No, I don't think he did. I think. Well, it depends if he got put off by it. I don't think he was in danger of hitting him, but obviously it is a little bit distracting.
So, I went 10th with 131.3. Will he go straight back down to 11th?
Scott 30.2, so he gets up to 4th. I know he's got more pace in him than that, but obviously there's some adapting to be done with his new setup. So I would expect probably Scott to come back stronger the more laps he gets in around here. Sprint will be useful for him.
Especially if it only came today.
Literally, I think this is the first running he's done with it. Womax is putting in a good performance, to be fair. 130.5.
Don't touch the wires.
He's
Maybe
just
find a
throwing
wire
the
down there.
Gustav's starting a lap now, so this is. I mean, he's got to get this right, otherwise he's starting at the back.
I thought this was Miami at first. It does have Miami vibes, I think, this one. I think it's the colour scheme.
It's because it's daylight as well.
Yeah, the daylight doesn't help.
And there's palm trees everywhere, I've just noticed.
Yeah, there is. A lot of palm trees. Alright. Jack started about to start his final flyer.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on Gustav while you're doing that.
Yeah, I'll be looking at Jack. Jack's going around the final corner now. A bit of a twitch though, around the final corner.
Showing a purple sector 1, but I'm not sure whether that's accurate or not because I know they're a bit dodgy.
Have you got the thing on today? Oh, you haven't, have you? You're on them as me, ain't you?
Yeah, no
your,
overlays today, no.
Yeah.
Just standard stuff. I could never get them working properly with PS5, so I just abandoned it, to be honest. So, Elstefano and GGT are done. Pardon me, it's showing purple again.
Jackson validates that.
So this all comes down to what Gustav can do then.
And Avi as well.
Yeah, Avi's not that far away.
Yeah, you really could find.
Do you want to keep an eye on his sectors?
Yeah. Missed the first one, 37. Oh, he's down 4 seconds.
It's going to be fairly quick, Gustav.
I think.
Oh, just nicks it. 128.259, less than half a tenth in it.
They told me Avi was 4 seconds down. That can't be right, surely.
No, he's out of fuel.
Unless that was his best run at 137. This is now he's in that, technically.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, he's 6 seconds down now. Yeah, he's done. Anyone else coming out? LED for out of fuel with no wing. Speed is crossing the line. Speed puts a 130.0. That's a decent effort. Very nearly takes 5th away from Eris. Only a couple of tenths behind Johnny. Sorry, wait, no, he isn't. He's 1.2 behind Johnny. That's a bigger gap than I realised between 4th and 5th. Rob. See what Rob can get out of it as he runs through the field of broken debris. Rob 31.8 does improve, doesn't jump any positions, but does find some more time. So the AlphaTauri is not in the best qualifying sessions.
And so Jeddah looked oddly American in the day. Yeah, I want to go telling that to the Arabians. Oh, yeah, it looks like American. You get fucking shot. So just waiting now for Abby to retire his car. I'm still confused like why Friendly never qualified. He said he's still working. He then will do a sprint race. So like he can't be not working all the time.
I don't know. I think part of it is a zero pressure sort of thing. You start last, anything you make is a bonus.
Yeah, very true. There we go. But on for your sprint. So let's get rid of that graphic for a second. This is your lineup for a sprint. So Gustav will take the pole position point and be sitting on the first in the group. Jack in second, very close lap times with him or from them. But obviously, with Jack in his lap response, we can't really tell what he would have done properly. Abby's in third. Fourth place will have Johnny Stokes. Fifth, Perez. Sixth, Speedy. Seventh is Scotty. Eighth, Cherry. Rumat in ninth. 10th, Olidifa. 11th, Chubb. 12th, El Stefano. 13th, 14th, GDC. And Friendly will be slotting in last.
I'm expecting the front two rows to wander off a little bit here. The gap from 4th to 5th being 1.2 seconds a lap. I think we'll start to see two races starting to form.
Probably three. I reckon with them times that Gustav and Jack both set, they can both be on the league on their own. Them two just cracking on. They all depend if they battle out each other.
Well, this is it. Yeah, it's one little mistake around here, and you can pick up. Well, you can pick up a DNF. Don't mind a bit of damage. The walls are very close, and it's peeing it down with rain.
Oh, could this be a full wet?
I don't know, because every time I look at this game and think that looks very wet, it's only ever inters. I would guess it's going to be inters, to be honest.
What we had in GP2 in USA, we had a mixture of wet and inters in quality.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. Obviously, these guys will know better because they'll have all the graphics and stuff. We don't get privileged to that.
Nice inters.
That looks like inter tires, yeah.
So is everyone on inters? Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So easy for us as Jack makes sure they're on the inside. Oh, Jack, we're gonna make a move. What's he doing?
Oh, Gustav's come round instantly.
Good start. Oh, could that be damage to his wing? You can't,
I don't think you can pick it up on formation, though.
Could you imagine if that was a thing?
Having to bring it into pits instantly.
You'd have rear wing damage. That would be an end of a race. That would be just DNF in the pits.
Well, there shouldn't really be any worries about tyre wear during this now. Obviously, sometimes you've got with sprint races, you have the decision: do you want to run softs, do you want to run mediums? But this is literally just going to be a case of who's the quickest in the rain.
Yeah. But also, these drivers would have put on dry setups for this race, so running a wet race now, really show the skill.
And it's going to show patience as well. Who doesn't nail that throttle a bit too quick or push a little bit too hard.
You have to see Gustav having a bit of a moment there. It doesn't bode well for him.
I thought he would have made his way back through the field a bit as well, but chooses not to do so.
No, we can reach it.
I was saying he couldn't reach it. He couldn't reach it.
Horrible feeling.
No.
You mean in the wet touch fits, or just this game in general?
No.
This game in general does give me a horrible feeling.
No. 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 No.
Well, it's suggesting you could do a one stop
No.
at lap 4. Why you do that, I don't really know. Bit of both, I guess. Yeah. It's not the greatest game as far as feedback goes. So Gustav,
Unfortunately.
yeah, still not making his way through. So he's going to leave. Oh, there's a Red Bull gone round there. Is that Cherry? Yeah. Cherry's running off into pit. So
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm on board with Frenzy. I saw you just veering off back into the pit, back into the racing.
I suppose the only bonus for the guys that I've had to wait for Gustav is they have a much lower operating temperature, these tyres.
Yeah.
As we wait for GGT to park up, and that'll be the grid formed.
Cherry vows it, and all the clean exit. Sorry.
What is this camera?
There you go. 3, 5 lights now. Couldn't even see.
Jump!
Oh,
No,
that's
2
a
jump
drive-through.
starts. Both Mercedes.
Oh, for Speedy as well. So, well,
Johnny going for P1.
Oh, contact there at the back though. As Gustav loses at 2 places, there was definite contact with with a pass, and there it is, Avi picking up wind damage already. One of this race, 2 spinners at the back as well. And it's a bit of we have a little bit of a clash there.
Oh, it's both Alpha Towers in El Stefano.
And Rob trying to spin around makes contact with GGC because the fuck's a penalty for it.
Not the greatest start for those guys.
GGC's got basically a light green front wing. Rob got away with that, so he can technically carry on, maybe going at Henry move, but it won't do not much good really. And same with El Stefano gets away with that as well. Women's gone right down the grid now, sitting in 10th, so not a great start for him.
Yeah, they're
And
guaranteed to go backwards as well.
oh, Abby's struggling. He's got another damage there to his wing. Hit the wall. He's got a yellow front wing now. Big damage for him. That's not going to help him at all. We're going to flick through the other damage on the cars. Cherry with a wing damage on the end plate. Right end plate's come off. Well, it says it's come off, but it's still there.
Yeah, Scott, Speedy, and Chubb all very close together.
El Stefano getting damage as well.
Oh,
The damage being thrown around.
I think Cherry's just been in the wall again.
Yeah, he's got did he have yellow before?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Jack, there you go, fast enough.
Yeah.
We're going with the top lot now.
Speedy's in for his
Gustav's really
drive-through.
pulling back.
I would imagine Womack's will come in as well. Yeah, both Mercedes in for the drive-throughs. I mean, it's about as good a start as Jack could have hoped for. Johnny got a really good launch.
He looks comfortable in the wet.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got more pace comparatively when it's wet. So GGC.
Yeah, fourth place for Jack. But Jack isn't pulling away really.
Yeah, both Mercedes are now back out. Speedy's 10th, Womack's 12th. I mean, really they need to hope for crashes to try and get any points out of this now.
Yeah. Cherry's in the pits as well for a new wing, so he's looking at stone dead last and away from the car next to him, should be El Stefano.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge gap of huge. Yeah, the whole field spread out between the 2 sectors already.
Yeah,
Two.
Erez is doing Avi some favours here. I mean, I know Avi's carrying damage, but Erez is holding everyone back. Scott and Chubb all over him, but lack of DRS makes it so much harder.
Scotty trying to looking around the outside there, like you said, the corner comes so quickly.
This might be the opportunity.
So I would have expected Everest to be on the back of Abbey because of that damage, but even with that damage, Abbey's still keeping way ahead.
Well, this was the thing though, like, even in qualifying, the top 4 to everyone else was like well over a second. So even with that damage, he's still probably running semi-decent times compared to the guys behind him.
Great move there from
Scott
Scotty's
and Chubb get
overtake.
past.
Yeah. Scotty's overtake kind of forced errors to really slow down through the little corner. And Chubb just followed very similar line rounds and just basically easily got past errors. Not even a struggle, really.
This all depends on whether
And now
they'll
it's
work
pretty
together
well.
now. Like, is Chubb just going to allow Scott to close Avi down? Because they have, I think Avi must have made a mistake into 1 and 2 because he's just lost a load of time.
He must be struggling now because that wing is like now yellow, so he really must be feeling it.
Gustav's starting to close back up to the front too as well.
That's very wide as well. Both, I think all three drivers there.
I think they all just followed each other in. Ali for coming back into it as well. He's closed up on these guys.
There we are. He looks as well, not a pace as well. Eric looks like he's struggling.
Yeah, I agree.
He's lost so much time now to Chubb and Scott.
Chubb's just gone deep and straight over. I would imagine there's going to be some penalties to come before the end.
Gustav's managed to reel back in the top two as well, so he's now back up to 3 as he has a bit of wiggle there. All good.
Oh, Scott's gone wide. El Stefano and Rob having a fun old time together.
Yeah, Rob knows to patch him up quite quickly as well. Damage again though from Rob.
No, that'll be why then.
Got a yellow wing. El Stefano still struggling with his light green wing.
Gustav fastest lap. Might see a three-way battle emerge here before the end. I mean, they are well clear of everyone else, so they can afford a battle provided they keep it clean.
Yeah.
3 different cars, 3 different drivers. In fact, 4
Same
different
thing with
teams in top 4.
Yeah, same thing for 3-car line as well. 3 different cars, 3 different drivers. Having a good old battle. But I would expect Avi at some point to make a mistake, or he'll want to wide with that damage.
Yeah, I
I
think Avi's downfall will be if Scott gets close enough to push him off his preferred line, because I don't think he's got sort of the downfall. So just Chubb's going to go for it on Scott though, and gets through. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of a nudge. How many times has that Williams seen the back of Alpine this season already?
Jesus, dude, I'd be doing that.
So Chubb's just had enough of waiting around. He wants to try and get on with it. Gustav is right on the back of Johnny now.
Yeah, we're good. Ferret, we're watching. We're now on board. Obviously, PR. No assist tier 1 on Jedda's sprint. So we've got the sprint race now, and then we've got the feature race after.
Oh, Gustav. A little bit of a dive on Johnny. Doesn't get it done, gets side by side.
That's a straight sprint to the next corner.
Yeah, is this going to allow Jack enough of a gap as well?
Yeah, it's got a bit of breathing space. Johnny's out of ERS really compared to Gustav. It's got 10% more, 15% more.
Chubb's attacking Avi as well.
Yeah, this is Chubb's chance. Chubb's looks like he's got a bit of pace, but
no, he's not gone for it.
Just follow them around though, snaking around.
Yeah, Avi's driving a really well calculated race, considering he's picking up damage.
Scotty's got a lot of overtake.
Oh, frenzy! Oh, it's in pits.
Scotty's got a lot of overtake to use, and he's not really utilising it. He's got 84% compared to these two in front, who are, say, they're on half is really, 30 and 40.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just biding his time and waiting for this to kick off in front. Jack's pulled away a little bit further as well. Oh, Gustav, big slide.
I wonder if Frenzy got rear wing damage, why he retired.
Possibly.
Still on board with this battle here for 4th place. Very close between these drivers, all within a second. Obviously, with no DRS though, it makes it very difficult to overtake.
Yeah, he's going for it though.
Going to use up some overtake.
I'm not sure this is where I'd be going for it.
It is good for Scotty because he can.
Oh, deep! Both of them are deep.
There's the mistake. And look at the run that
Scott.
Scotty's going to get.
He's going to have a run on both of them here.
And Chubb's using up a lot of overtake to do that, so Scotty's in a good place now. You can sense it now. Look, he's pushing as hard as he can into the final corner. Jack is faster for the race. Now he's got a bit of open there.
I think Avi might struggle to keep up a little bit now. He has still got his teammate behind him.
I don't think Erez has been much threat to him. I think Erez hasn't got the pace at the moment, whereas Avi, with the damage, still got a bit of pace over him.
Jack.
And Deep is still struggling to get past Erez as well.
Yeah, Jack's checked out at the front now. I think Gustav's just made a mistake because Johnny was absolutely all over the back of him in the first two corners.
Avi's running really wide on the corners. Oh, plenty left.
Huh.
Does he know we're going to have a race after this?
I don't know. Wonder if it's a connection issue.
Maybe he had to retire. Maybe he had to leave.
Possibly. Avi has dropped a second off the back of these two already. So I think the main two battles now, well, three possibly. We've got obviously Johnny and Gustav, Chubb and Scott, and then Aldifa is right on the back of Erez now. And that is still 4 points. Time penalty for GC2.
Frenzy to let him know it's not a race, in case he has forgotten. He's tapping now. I would imagine he would have to go. Oh, he needs to go. So yeah, Frenzy had to go, that's why he retired in the pit, so no damage on the car, just had to leave.
We just have to watch for his car causing chaos during the main race.
Yeah, that's true. Scotty made a mistake because he's lost a lot of time to Chubb.
No, I think Chubb's just a little bit quicker in these conditions, to be honest.
Cherry right behind Stefano and gets that move done. They're going to side by side now. Oh yeah, someone yields that quite nicely.
Oh, Gustav, time penalty.
It's going to cost him second if Johnny can keep within that 2-second window.
After putting in a really strong qualifying lap, it's not gone the way he would have wanted the sprint.
No, not at all. He's made a bit of a hash of that sector 1, really.
Yeah, he's got pretty much 2.5 laps to try and build another 2 seconds over Johnny now. Obviously no danger in losing third.
Aldifa really struggling to get past Erez.
Yeah, he seems, every time he seems to get close, he runs a little bit deep or gets a wiggle or just something unsettles his car.
Where's Mr. Car tonight? Where Mr. Car?
I don't know. He said he couldn't race. Where is he, Mrs. Call?
Where are they?
Is he on the naughty step? No sim rig for you. Oh dear.
What a letdown. We're currently on board at the moment with Aldifa. This fast up the race again, 139.5.
Yeah, I think he's finding his stride now. Johnny's lost about 8/10 this lap. Yeah, he's just pulled some back though for the first two, so it's going to be close if Gustav can keep pulling at the same rate. Scott's closed up on the back of Chubb again though.
Gustav has got damage to his end plate. So he's going to be struggling a little bit. Mrs. Carter said, I did tell him to phone in sick so we could race.
Oh, Johnny's got a penalty.
I know that kind of negates that penalty from Gustav there.
Kills that battle off a little bit. I think I'll keep an eye on his teammate for now then, and Scott.
So now it's got to be done on track for Johnny in 2 laps, say 2 laps, 1.5 laps really. He's got no ERS to fight with, whereas Gustav's got 24%, so not a lot, but you know, 20% more than Johnny has.
Ooh, Scott's gone deep, yeah.
Unfortunate for him. Really trying to push now back to the back of Chubb.
Not really a great deal to keep an eye on at this point.
There's a lot of people yeah, quite close together. But obviously, with the alcohol, sorry, baby's going nuts because it's bedtime. With the lack of overtake, or DDRS, sorry, it's very hard to make them late overtake.
Yellow
Yellow flags are
flags.
waving.
Is that Rob?
If you just get out the
I
way,
think
maybe.
he's getting out of the way, yeah. Alidifa's right on errors. Like a tenth back.
Come on, be brave in the final corner. Go for it.
Now he's going to get a good exit. He's going for it.
I've got the same line of
Errors
overtake,
is
though.
trying to defend. This is where the lack of DRS really starts to show. Is he going to have a look into one? No. Not on this occasion. Another penalty for Gustav. Oh, that's really going to kill him now. I'll tell you what, these Erez and Alidifa are closing Avi down. Has Avi picked up more damage?
Yeah, orange. Orange to the other side of the wing now.
Yeah, he's
So
really slow.
struggling.
He's going to lose another couple of places here.
So Erez is either trying to back up Alidifa there, off the front, but shush. They've done it then.
Speedy picks another penalty.
Speedy gets a penalty. There you go. Dummy for you.
I mean, the first sector is where Avi will have lost the most time, to be fair. Oh, Alidifa and Erez. He's got a good exit.
Fantastic exit from Alidifa there. Erez making a mistake.
And he can command the
Alidifa
inside
has
for
that
this left-hander. Little bit of wheel to wheel, that was always going to happen there. And one of them, if they didn't back out. So Jack does take the sprint win, Johnny does nick P2. Gustav ends up in third. I think, yeah.
Erez will still get Alidifa on track with the penalty that Alidifa has got. So Erez will jump back up to 7th place.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it's not bad.
Chubb holds off Scott for P4 and P5.
There you go. Avi crosses the line in P6. Alidifa crosses in 7th, but will lose out to Erez on
Does-
penalties.
Does at least pick up the final point in the sprint though.
Yeah. Speedy comes in 9th.
Fourth across the line, I'm taking that place when I do the standings. Oh, GGC and Woomax.
Yeah, slide by slide again. It's another pointless battle because Rudax has already got him.
He's
on
gonna
the
get
line.
him, though.
That straight line. Great straight lines, and he gets him on the line. 10th place, and literally fighting for nothing, but wait, hey ho.
Well,
Might as well go for it.
fighting for grid position, I guess. Imagine, because there's a penalty involved in
Yeah.
it, so
Yes, I'm saying, there's no point even from 5,
Yeah,
but,
true.
you know, might as well.
just waiting for
I
Stefano.
finished a race finally. Well, you finished half a, well, not even half a race. 20% of a race?
Still daytime bit, that's off on it. Yeah, I would imagine it's a little bit weird to be racing in the light around here. I'd imagine the next race will be dark.
Yeah, I'd imagine that.
4 points for latest in the first race. Johnny will be pleased with that, I think. Putting a good
Yeah,
performance
there we
there.
go. So Jack takes the full 8 points and sits on pole for the feature. Johnny will join him in 2nd place on the second, but Johnny will join him on the front row of the grid in 2nd. He'll pick up 7 points. Gustav drops down a few, but will start in 3rd. Chubb will come in 4th. Had a good start from him, really. Good sprint race for him. Scotty in 5th. We have Avi in. No, Avi is fucking so annoying. Avi in 6th. Erez is in 7th. And Andy takes the last point in 8th. Then we have Speedy 9th, Woomans 10th, GGC 11th, Cherry 12th, 13th El Stefano, 14th Rob, and Frenzy will start the race, but he's not unfortunately here, so he has to leave.
He'll be here in
So
spirit.
fingers crossed. His car doesn't get in the way, I hope. Yeah, I say every time we have this kind of situation, I really wish we had the ability to black flag a car.
Yeah.
Just to go, do you know what? Black flag that one, because there's no point having it in the race.
Or even just like take over it and retire it or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get it's obviously if you get disconnected, it's the ability to get your car back, but there should be an option to fully quit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So we're going to have a sunny Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah.
A morning Saudi Arabia.
Who got the timings wrong?
Who said to midday?
Rob.
Meant to be official.
Oh dear.
Well, Robert's being quiet, so he's feeling the guilt.
Yeah, or he's telling us where to go.
Yeah, always the say, do you know what? Actually, Jenna's meant to be in the daytime now. Fuck you lot.
Keep drinking water.
Why?
Because I keep coughing.
I wanted to get one of them air up bottles, but I'm not sure if it would work or what it would taste like.
Of the what?
As air up bottles, basically you put water in a normal, in a special bottle. You put a scent cap on top, and then as you drink the water, it makes the smell makes you think you're drinking that flavour.
Why don't you just?
Are they any good, Mrs. Carl?
Why don't you just
I'm
like
on the fence about getting one.
get some squash or some cordial or whatever?
What is the point? It's meant to be like no, there's no sugar in it. You're drinking pure water. Yeah, they're good. I'm tempted to get one, but yeah, it was just something was thrown off about it. I don't know why. So I'll quickly read through the tyre choices. So everyone's picked the medium tyres except for Avi in 6th, Wilmax in 10th, GDC in 11th, El Stefano in 13th, and Rob in 14th. Would recommend it. What flavours? Because I know I saw someone got like you get cola, you can get a Red Bull flavour.
Oh dear.
Like they're really weird.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm interested to get one, definitely.
Who's all the way back there? Cherry. Is it cherry?
I don't drink enough water.
Wait, why
I
is
think the cola one would be weird. What's that?
why is Friends' car overtaking everybody and now holding them up?
Because it's fucking AI. That's what it
Or
does.
did all these guys behind run off track? And it's just happened to get past them all.
No idea. No idea. They should just overtake it. I have cola one, but not tried it yet. If it's any good, let me know. I think the thing with cola, if it isn't fizzy in your mouth, that'd be quite, you kind of feel it.
It's
Well,
like
not drinking
drinking
flat
flat Coke, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm still interested to get one because I don't drink any water at all. Like I actually can't stand water. This will make me drink water.
Oh, Gustav's in the wall again.
He's not gonna have a good race.
Oh,
What was he really?
who's that?
Oh,
Wilma,
Speedy.
what is? Who's dropped an oil slick?
Wilmax. I thought it was Speedy.
What Joey said, these are the top guys who run with no assists, but apparently they can't do a formation lap. So medium hard or soft medium hard. I don't know why it bothers putting them strategies in. If you're going to run medium and hard, why would you put an extra stop in?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you just got a camera that's just showing the back of the grid?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. All of the all of them.
What are we supposed to do with this?
I don't know. I'm
We're gonna have to
gonna
ride on board, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna ride
good
with
stuff,
Scott.
mate. Stop the fidget.
Lights are on,
3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
and they're actually on time. Johnny's got a decent start again.
Here we go. Yeah, great stuff from Johnny again, and he will fight Jack into the first corner, but Jack with the racing line takes that
Oh,
position.
big old crash, massive
Big
crash.
massive back. Yellow flags are waving. That's a VSC, I believe.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars involved in that, I guess, and there'll be damage to quite a few of them.
Oh, yeah, so VSC just come. So I'll have a look at the.
There's definitely damage for Scott, Cherry. I'm looking at what I can actually see visually.
Oh yeah, I'll have a look. So I've got the graphic up. So Neves has got yellow damage on his front wing in the left-hand side. Oh, hang on a minute. Scotty's got yellow damage on the back as well. He's actually got no emblem on it at all. Cherry's got no wing.
Yep, we are racing again as well.
Yeah, racing Who else?
Speedy's up to P5 after that.
Yeah, there is with the damage on his wing as well. Mid-turn end plate, he goes really wide and loses like 2 places there to AI Car Frenzy.
Yeah, it's just a
Did
bit
Frenzy
more
get-
that. Yeah, he did.
I
Lost an
thought
end
it
plate.
hit him. Yeah, no damage on the car. He's got Frenzy doesn't have his stick on the
No, there is. His end plate's missing.
so that will hit. Yeah, back onto the front. Jack managed to see the race. Oh, Gustav and Johnny getting stuck by Saturday. It's corner. Gustav feeling a lot better in the dries than Johnny, but Johnny gets a much better drive in the final corner and will take the place back. Now in the sprint race, back again to the first corner. Gustav manages to close off Johnny and takes that racing line before the braking zone. Good move there from Gustav. Not much battling really between them and to lose time to Jack either. And now all these cars do come into pits. That's going to really hurt Cherry actually because the AI car is going to be pitting as well.
Yeah, he might end up double stacking. Tiniest of delays.
Not too bad. Well, actually a bit more actually because they have to get that.
Oh yeah, of course they did. What are they waiting for?
Has he got faster penalty?
I don't know. They've only just started working on it. I love how it regrows its wing when it's taken off the broken nose.
Yeah.
So
Very long stop
regenerating
there,
carbon fibre. The front 3 are starting to break away.
From the game doesn't work in the best of times.
Avi pressure and LED for.
So Scotty's put on top, so is Cherry, and so is Errors. So they're hoping on safety car. LED car losing out to Avi.
Ouch, no, stop kicking me.
Starting to spread out a bit already. This.
Yeah. Top 3 are still close together though. When within DRS, that'll activate on the next lap.
Yeah, Womax is pressuring Stefano as well for P10.
If it weren't for Abbey, then I'd have taken LED, so we would have had a group of medium, a group of hard, and a group of soft.
DRS enabled.
DRS enabled now. We have El Stefano, I think, right on the back of
Yeah,
Womax.
he's just lost out to him. I've run out at final turn.
There we go. I can't tell with the timing board. It's a bit screwed up.
The-
That was real or not. For a moment, it said he's stuck behind at the same time, so it should fix itself now, I think.
Naked boy.
There you go. Flying down now the race, really.
Yeah, these front 3 are really starting to disappear. 3.7 back to Chubb in 4th. Was running. Well, I could see a lonely race coming his way.
Yeah, but a lonely race, if you're staying in P4, it's not a bad race to have.
No, it's good points. It's just whether you can
Especially
keep
with
your. It's hard to keep your concentration when you're running on your own for so long. Looks like.
Because you've got to push yourself, really, you know, because when you're racing someone, you're constantly, you know, you've got a marker how fast you are.
Well,
Like,
you're
you're on
chasing
your
something down, aren't you? Yeah, but
Yeah.
speed is a tiny bit slower than Chubb. I've just been watching the gap. They're pretty close on pace, but I think speed is maybe 2 or 3 tenths a lap slower. Avi is closing in on him, and he is dragging LED for with him, so we might end up with a 3-way battle shortly. Gustav, right with Jack actually. Almost missed that.
Yeah, fast lap of the race as well for Gustav, so he's really behind Jack here.
I think Johnny just needs to hope that some battles come in here.
You sit on the edge there, you can watch the race, yes?
All depends on whether Gustav can keep it clean as well, though. I mean, picking up 6 seconds worth of penalties in 9 laps in the sprint.
Yeah. Obviously, I was in wet conditions, so it should be a lot better in the dry.
Frenzy and Erez, wheel to wheel. AI refusing to yield.
car.
Does now yield.
Very badly AI car there. So, you know, Erev's open air to try and chase down El Stefano, but I think 20 seconds is a bit of a gap to make up.
Johnny's just had a big moment.
Yeah, he's out of DRS now. Well, he's just managed to keep DRS somehow.
Yeah,
But he
he'll
will
only
lose
keep it for that
DRS.
straight. I think
Yeah.
Gustav's going to be looking to make a move here. Yeah,
He's underfueled his car though. His lights are flashing, like already flashing.
yeah. What is he under? He's 0.2 of a lap under on fuel.
Oh, that ain't too bad then. I'll come back to them. Oh, we're going to switch now. I think that's his collection lagging.
Are they on
Something like
speedy? Simple move into one.
Yeah, Abby caught him up quick.
Oh,
Now
nice.
chases on for Abby to catch up to Chubb.
Yeah, it's going to spread out again for a little while now. Oh, saw that.
Switch there though.
Speedy couldn't capitalise. He got a bad line himself.
Medium tyres. It's still actually okay. They're on like 11%, 70%. I think that says 17 and 18%.
Yeah, I think medium should be
Abby's
alright
tyres.
until like maybe lap 12.
Abby has got that damage as well, and it doesn't seem to be affected. A slight end plate damage again.
Scotty's chasing down Erez for 12th. These guys pretty much in a race of their own. They'll just be hoping for safety cars.
Yeah. On board now with Speedy, and he has DRS to Abby.
Yeah,
They
he's
will be
been
able to close
pulled
that
along.
gap a little bit.
I know Speedy were complaining of lack of grip in a couple of places around here. So we'll see whether he's got a bit more of a handle on it after racing the sprint.
Speedy complained never. Yeah, DRS now on Abby down the main straight, but Abby looks like he's got a lot of straight line speed in that car.
Yeah,
Not pushing at all really. They go into the braking zone.
Johnny's now dropped almost 2.5 seconds off the front two.
Scotty's on the back of Errors as well for the battle for 12th. Has got DRS.
I imagine there's a move coming down this main straight.
Final corner. Probably a smart move them making an overtake. But here we go. Shoot, getting it done quite simply now. Or maybe not actually. A bit more difficult than I thought. Yeah, that's a break there. Errors as well with a nice quick car down the straights.
Yeah, I think Erez is trying to keep him back. Oh,
Yellow
Gustav!
flag waved. Gustav's out. Where's he lost it? It's a full safety car.
Where? Oh, I wonder if he's turned in too early there and hit the wall. Hit the inside wall and it's flung him straight on.
I thought it was his car
Yeah, I think he might have broken his...
on there.
I think he might have turned in too early, broken his left front and gone straight on. Because his
Shane
car...
again moves on to good points.
Yeah, his car has pretty much gone nose in to the barriers straight on. That's the only thing I can think. Unless they were side by side or something and we've just missed it.
Yeah.
But anyway, full safety car called.
Is for hards. So, well, everyone's coming in now from
Johnny
mediums
too.
to hards.
Let
Anyone
Speedy staying out.
Oh, Speedy stayed out.
Going to come out in P2. He's not quite going to get the lead.
I don't know if that's the best call to make. His tyres are on 20%, nearly 30%, so
He might be thinking there'll be another safety car.
maybe. But even with this free stop, though, it's a free stop, surely.
So these guys at the back that had the disastrous first lap all get a nice little get out of jail free card.
And they can come off their softs as well and go on to a set of hards, if they haven't.
This is where we see who's got pit stops down to a fine art. Scott's slow in though. Frenzy's right behind him. Might even see the AI jumping here.
Depends what AI gets given him. If he gets given a standard pit stop or not.
Scott's on softs again.
It's a strange call.
Unless he's planning on trying to burn through the pack a little bit and then another safety car later.
Possibly, man. Unless he, or it's always a complete mistake. I don't know.
That could be. He may well pit again, to be fair. Being almost last anyway, might be worth him just taking a bit, you know, a bit of extra wear off the hards.
Oh, what? Just running these to the back of the grid and then
Yeah, and then pitting again.
back and back and pitting again. Wouldn't be the worst call to make.
I mean, realistically, he's only going to lose 2 places, and one of those is AI, so it's not going to be in his way for long.
I still think Speed made a mistake there. I think he should have pitted.
I would agree. He can't really afford to do it now, or he's going to come out in, 11th?
Yeah, come out behind his teammate. Let's see what he does.
Nope, stay there.
No, he's staying out.
Going to stick with it. It's a bold strategy.
Yeah, definitely. So those tyres on 24, 26%, so nearing their end of life, or their prime, really. They won't last very long.
Not ideal for Johnny. Having speed in between him and Jack. I mean,
I'm gonna dispatch him quite quick.
I think Jack's biggest threat obviously was in Gustav.
Yeah,
But
Scotty's coming again.
I mean,
Maybe suggest that he was on the wrong stop, maybe.
maybe. I don't know. Does get one less lap worth of wear though.
Yeah. Just waiting now for Scotty to catch up back in the pack. We can get this race started again. I'm also about boot open them. I'm bored with Scotty. I'm bored with Jack. It's like the boots open on that car. Because you're on the bloody wire, you fat boy. Child on me, can't eat him what's it. Trying to grab my wire. Get off.
It's supposed to be
Oh,
insane.
crisp.
Are we going to be in this lap? I don't think we are. I think Scotty's a little bit too far back.
He's pushing now, so he could, in theory, come in this lap.
It's going to be a very
Ain't
late
too
call
far
if it
away.
does.
Yeah, it could come in this lap quite happily now. Plenty of time.
Going to be a late one? No.
Nah.
So it does go around again.
Unless it would have been extremely late, that'd have been a bit out of order.
Just dives in. Go, go,
Yeah.
go!
In this lap, go! See a repeat of Abu Dhabi in real life.
Well, I have missed in all this.
What's that?
Rob and GDC are also now 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
Obviously, having stayed out on the hard tyres, yeah, I've got a pit, but it has bumped them up
That's not
quite a
real
lot on
Chubb.
track. No.
Yeah, it was final in 7th. Chubb's involved in that little pack, which is going to be really crap for him. Avi does get a new wing, but he's still on mediums now.
Yeah, I think Avi's arguably, of the guys you'd expect to be battling for podium, he's probably in the worst position now.
Also the worst position.
Well, yeah, obviously he can't get to end. I wouldn't have thought, and he's behind a lot of slower cars on older tyres.
Yeah. But Jack race is going to go from like, if you get a good start here, he'll instantly pull away from Speedy. Johnny needs to make sure he gets past him as quickly as possible, otherwise he'll lose touch to Jack. And then you've got Chubb, who's got to dispatch not one, but 2 AlphaTauris before he can even think about battling for P3.
Yeah. Gustav says those tyres will be roasted by the end. What happened, Gustav?
Yeah, what happened? How did you lose? Did you lose it, or was there battling and we missed?
before we get restarted.
So yeah, waiting now. Safety car should be in this lap and will be announced in a little while.
There you go.
There we go.
Very little while. So,
Now Jack, as ever,
how good are Speedy's reactions? I can tell you, not very.
benefit is his tyres will be nice and toasty.
Well,
already.
yeah, this is it. He's on the mediums as well, so they will warm up a little bit quicker. But they've probably seen the best of him. He's gone already, and he's very much jumped him. Already got a second on him.
For some reason, it looks Johnny's got black wing. I don't know what that means.
No data, I think. So Johnny is going to try and get past Speedy straight away. Speedy is going to try and defend this. I'm not sure he's going to be able to, given the difference in tyre age. No, Johnny gets it done.
That's what Johnny needed, but obviously he has still lost second and a half plus to Jack. Now Johnny's battle, now Speedy's battle is with Rob and GC behind, with Chubb on the tail.
Avi's on the back of Chubb as well now. I mean, Avi needs to get past him and get gone, to be fair.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to be waiting for... Oh, that's fun. It's gone really wide. He doesn't want to be waiting for Chubb to work his way through first. He needs to be sort of the bulldozer now.
Oh, Chubb's going to make a mistake there, though. There's a simple move, really, for Avi. Little switcheroo, and ahead of GGC. Rob does the exact same thing, goes deep into that hairpin. GGC makes that move past his teammate and off into the distance. Speedy got a nice round as well, though. He's got like a good old gap, but he's going to pit fairly soon, I believe.
I reckon he'll be able to run till going up towards lap 15. I mean, where is he on?
At the moment, he is on 28 and 31, 33 on the back.
Avi's got past Rob. Yeah, so I reckon he'll be able to run up towards lap 15 on them. I mean, the safety car period is going to have helped the lifespan of him.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think he'll probably be banking on another safety car, to be honest. GDC
immediately makes the move on GDC.
Yeah, GDC had used all his deploy for that lap. So Avi's done exactly what he needed to. He's now got both them cars between himself and Chubb.
Yeah, I'm struggling to make inroads.
It's going to allow him to disappear. He'll be hoping anyway. And close Speedy down.
Even once DRS opens as well, if Rob and GTC can stay within a second of each other, it's not going to help Chubb at all. But it looks like Chubb's going to get a fair exit here, though.
Not close enough.
Oh,
it's a dive, that one. He's lucky he gave him some space. I don't think he really had to, but he did anyway. It was a late old dive, that one.
His line's a bit compromised, though, so Rob had a bit of a run on him, but with the corner approaching there,
yeah, I think Chubb's running more downforce. He seems a lot more confident diving into corners, but I mean, look how quick Rob's closing down here with no energy on. Oh, Rob turns in too early. Yeah, Ali Deefa's going to be pressuring him now. Oh, Ali Deefa just runs into him and pushes him along.
Yeah. A little bump draft.
Womax is closing quick as well.
Too much NASCAR, I think.
DRS enabled now. GDC is going to get done by Chubb straight away, I think, here. Again, he's completely out of battery.
He's really pushing.
There he goes.
Oh, GDC's got that problem, isn't he? GDC.
Oh, is it stuck on?
Gets stuck on. Yeah, he gets stuck on. It's not even intentional. It gets stuck on, so he's kind of screwed a little bit there.
It will be once his tyres wear as well. All that extra power it dumps in. Avi has managed to pull nearly 4 seconds on Chubb already, though. He's right with Speedy as well.
Speedy looks like he's starting to struggle a little bit with these tyres.
So granted,
to keep close to the apex.
Yeah, granted, Avi is going to have to pit again, but he could probably pit for softs, and he's going to be mega quick for those last 5 or 6 or whatever he takes.
Another one? There you go. Oh no, what's it? Kerry on the back of El Stefano in 12th. Can he make the move done?
Scotty's there as well.
There he is, right up his arse. There's that two
Oh,
here.
contact!
Big contact!
I saw some front wing come off. I don't know who it was
I
off
think
though.
that was a bit brave from Cherry there. I think there was not a move, wasn't really on. He let Scotty pass. I think that's a bit of a silly move there from Cherry. A bit impatient, and his teammates, the AI overtakes him as well.
Was it Cherry that lost an end plate? It was, yeah. It was a left hand end plate.
Rob getting past GDC. With that, he's out of energy now. Adiva got past Rob there and GDC.
Avi's cleared Speedy as well.
Yeah, he has missed out a lot there in the few corners.
Too busy watching people crash.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's Cherry pitting for a new wing and onto the soft tyres. They'll struggle to get to the end. There's
Speedy
Joe
penalty.
there for running wide. Rob's in a good place though. He's managed to distract his teammate who's obviously struggling with his ERS deployment.
Well, this is it
And
though.
now
Again,
he's
like,
basically there with Adiva.
if we get another safety car now, these guys are in prime position to put fresh mediums on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chance of it swinging whichever way, depending on if and when there's a safety car called, or even just a VSC. Even just a VSC might even be enough for Avi. If he can keep gaining at the rate he is, I mean, he's like nearly 6 seconds ahead of Chubb now?
Yeah. Yeah, that is literally 6 seconds ahead of Chubb. Well, more than that, I think now.
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, yeah, it's nearly 7.
Yeah, gap's constantly increasing between them two. And he's catching the back of Johnny as well.
He is.
Which he will. There you go, past that.
Scotty's just got past
Scotty and El
Stefano.
Stefano. Yeah. Into the last corner, I should say. But El Stefano will get DRS back on him. Will he fight it?
Don't think so. No battery being used.
Just getting pulled along a little bit, I think, there with Stefano. I think he knows that ain't his battle.
I'm not even sure that Chubb is gaining on Speedy either.
No, he's losing speed, if anything.
So maybe those mediums aren't doing too bad after all.
I've got damage? No,
That could be it. That could be the one. That could be this. It is full safety car.
There it is.
Oh, Womack has hit him as well. Picks up a penalty. So now everybody that gambled on staying out is gonna they're gonna make gains here, because I would assume everyone's gonna have to pit. I mean,
although one of them would have been GGC, but he's full safety car.
I mean, even if you jack, obviously, I know these hards will get to the end, but you don't want to be on the slower tyre if everyone else boxes.
No. Would you put on softs though?
That's too far for softs. This needs to be mediums.
Even with a couple of cooldown laps, see, you're not going super quick, are you?
Yeah, but I think they'll wear too quick. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Jack staying out.
Staying out. Ooh.
I think I would have boxed for him, but what do I know? Johnny stays out. No, Avi's got to go in. Yeah, Avi's in.
Avi's got to come in.
Speedy's in. Yep.
Oh, well, he didn't. I mean,
Chubb will stay out.
Yeah, now he has to stay out. I think Chubb.
I think they're all. Who's that? Rob's in. Erez will probably stay out. Womax has stayed out. I think I'd have pitted. Scott is in. El Stefano's in. Obviously, he ain't pitted. Frenzy stays out, but that's AI. Cherry may well pit for a set of mediums if he's got them.
Yeah,
so Avi's gone softs. Comes out in 8th.
It's a risk from Avi.
It is, but he's gonna be very quick. Speedy's gone for hards, but again, they are new hards at least. I still well then. They're not the best tyre to be on. Mediums would be the best to be on, but he couldn't do that.
He can't do mediums.
Rob's in a good position now on fresh mediums. Scott's on 1 lap old mediums. That's fine.
That's what I think said Speedy should have pitted, because he was on the medium tyre. He should have pitted for the hard, so then right now he'd have pitted for...
Well, it's either that
the
or
loose
he risked the softs and do what Avi's doing. Which,
Yeah.
to be honest, given the choice between the hards and the softs, it was probably worth taking a gamble. Because I think they will get to the end. I don't doubt they'll get to the end. It's just how slow they are by the end.
Yeah, exactly it. So, strange calls being made from Mercedes. Maybe there's a new Ferrari. We don't know. GDC stayed out on his 8-lap-old mediums.
Cherry's gone
So
for
he's got
mediums
to
as
do
well.
18 laps on them, which is be difficult.
Yeah, I think Wheelmax might start to go backwards a little bit.
Yeah. Alright then. Yeah, have another one.
But it wouldn't surprise me if we see Avi get back onto the podium here.
It'd be a good shout. It's got a lot of traffic to clear ahead of him. But
Yeah, but
with
it's
the cars all ahead on all the tyres, it should be a simple thing for him to do.
Cons, odds on Speedy to bin it.
We might see
Wheelmax in, yeah, it's one less for Avi then. I mean, I hope he don't bin it, Cons, but at the same time, I kind of know that he will.
Oh,
Yes.
after the penalty as well. Oh, you served that penalty that he got.
Speedy's carrying that penalty as well. That's something to bear in mind for later.
Ouch.
Yeah, I think the first lap on the restart, Avi is going to be very quick because the warm up on his tyres will be instant. Everyone else in front of him is on, well, 5 of them are on old hards, and obviously Speedy on new hards, but even so, they're still not going to warm up anywhere near as fast. So he needs to get as many places as he can within that first lap.
Are we on the mediums? Should make it to the end.
I think it's going to be in this lap. I think he can catch it.
Yeah. Should be fine. Everyone's pitted for damage and all that kind of stuff as well. So, no damage on any car, so it should be a nice clean start to this race.
Wheelmax
Fingers crossed.
is not really trying to catch the pack.
No, he needs to save those tyres though. He needs to take his time with them. He hasn't got any bloody telemetry on, which is annoying.
Oh, Cherry!
Chub. The cherry, not chub.
I still think it'll be in this lap. It's going to be a later
Yeah.
call, but
About the same as last time, I think.
yeah, there you go.
There you go, in this lap.
So Johnny gets another go of actually being P2 this time. Chubb, I mean, Chubb's got a decent chance of making this an LP1 too if he can find a bit of extra pace. LED for running in 4th. It's a very
Very
mixed
good
up
as
grid,
well.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, you got Scotty down in 10th. Woomax down in 12th. She had a good start. Jack's already gone, I believe.
Yeah, Chubb's
Another quick one from Jack.
trying to disturb Johnny into the last corner, but obviously can't pass him yet. Let's keep an eye on Avi. He's the one I'm interested in. Speed is attacking errors, but that's going to leave him they're both going to be susceptible to Avi. This could be a twofer. It is. No, it isn't. Iris has gone deep. Yeah, Avi's going to make 2 instantly. Straight up to 5th.
Great pass. Great pass there. Speedy got lost out massively there.
Yes.
Errors that we need to do.
Yeah, I think Alstefano lost a couple of places in that as well. So Avi could be right on the back of a podium before this first lap at restarts even now. Because he's good. LED is going to get done right now. There's not even anything
So
they can
quick.
do until his tyres get to about 5 laps old. They're just going to be sort of no competition for what they're running.
Yeah, they're sitting ducks at the moment, aren't they?
They've just got to hold on as long as they can and hope that the wear becomes a factor, but he's going to make a hell of a lot of time before then.
And we don't call him Mr. Smooth for nothing. He's very smooth on his tyres. Saying that they've done 11% already, so he's done a couple of...
Oh,
Yes,
did
probably
he
not.
just touch wall there?
No, it was close. He was close.
Oh, I don't know if it was just the camera I had. It looked like he bumped Warbit. Apparently not. I've got a lot of helicopter cams going on. Google Max has just got past Elster far now.
Lucky you. There you go, Eric. Avi now on the back of Chubb.
Chubb will
into
try and
the
defend
final
it, but
straight.
I'm not sure he can, to be honest.
Takes the racing line, does Avi.
He's just got
Heavy on the
so
brakes.
much more grip. Chubb tries to squeeze him, but he's not going to be able to fight that one.
And Avi goes through quite simply, really.
Oh,
And now chasing down.
yellow
Oh,
flag,
yellow
someone.
flags. Rob?
Rob's got damage. I'm guessing there's been some sort of
Yeah.
contact there. So,
Not
after,
sure. Oh, Speed got damage as well there, though. So Speed's got some damage on his wing. Rob's got a lot of damage on his wing. I don't think anyone's involved in that.
Ooh.
Nah, not that I can see anyway.
his car's
Oh, I
absolutely
found it
all
really
over the place.
It's a
Womack's on
speed
softs as
battle.
well. I didn't even realise that. So Womack's trying to go around the outside of Rob now, which he does. He can get that done. Nice move.
And you got Frenzy AI making moves as well, trying to get past the damage. Our AlphaTauri, he runs wide, loses out to everyone there.
You've
Actually, that's flags just for him running wide.
Avi's not really making the inroads into Johnny that I thought he would. He's made about 4/10 on this lap, but it's not going to be quick enough. I mean,
Not at all.
he disappeared from Chubb.
And now Johnny's going to get DRS from Jack.
Yeah, he's all but used his battery though.
Oh yeah, he's going to lose out in the next lap then maybe.
I think Johnny's fight's
not
going to
Avi.
be with Avi. Yeah. I think it all depends on, by the time Avi gets past Johnny, will he have enough tyre life left to break him? Scotty's up to 7th, closing in on areas.
Yeah, Rob's in the pits for a new wing and fresh tyres. They potentially finish this race, but he's not in the points, unfortunately, for Rob.
Johnny's still just about hanging on to DRS. Avi might cause trouble for Jack here, you know. If he can slingshot
Yeah.
past him before the... I mean, what's his wear on now?
His wear on now is 26%, 27 on the red.
Oh, it's gone really deep.
He's
Yes.
hitting the wall. He got damage.
That's that then.
Yeah. That. Well, he's carried damage for a lot of this race, so he's probably used to it by now.
Yeah,
But not what he wanted, really.
can he hang on to 3rd? That's the main thing. Scotty has
Done
got
that a few
past
times
areas
in
as
this
well.
race, where he's turned into a bit too early.
Yeah, I was saying that to Speedy when they were practicing. Like when you run in the mediums and the hards, you almost have to drive it expecting it to understeer. But then the issue with that is as soon as you put on the softs, it turns in almost too well, and you end up clipping the inside of the walls because they're so close.
Yeah, we're struggling through this sector 1 here, Abby. It's only slight damage though, so it's not the worst.
Yeah, it might just be enough to cost him a place or two though.
Yeah, it's cost him a lot of time already, you can see it. But his tyres now are going to start dipping in performance.
There is penalty. Only 3 seconds. So 3 seconds for 3. I expected more penalties, to be honest.
Especially the amount of invalid we got during quali.
Yeah, it's really easy to pick penalties up around here. I think if Johnny drops out of Jack's DRS, which he has now done, that may allow Avi a bit more of a chance, but I still think Johnny's got the upper hand.
Yeah, Jack's comfortable though. He's cruising in
He's
first.
broke away now.
No overtake to use. And then Avi now making the move potentially into turn 1, into the final corner.
I don't. It was yeah, Avi will have got DRS because it's on the entry, isn't it? Not the exit. So
simple move.
away he goes. Can he break away? That's the big question now.
Wire.
Yeah. With the damage as well, he needs to break away.
Scotty is slowly closing up an RUD for 5th. That could be a move that's going to be on a lap or two.
Yeah, Speedy's obviously nursing that car as well with damage. Womack's quite happy sitting there. I don't know if he's got damage or not.
Well, Womack's is on for P7, so where he is after penalties.
Yeah, very true.
I don't think, to be honest, he can really get much higher than that if he passes them both anyway. And Scotty is pulling away from errors.
So Abby's losing loads of time at the jack. 2.2 seconds to gap.
Yeah.
Now which is forcing Johnny back as well. Johnny is within DRS of Abby.
Yeah, Abby's out of battery now as well. I think we have seen the quickest of those tyres in that carve to the end.
They're sitting on 40% on the fronts and 42 on the back right.
I mean, I know the hards aren't going to be feeling amazing, but I think the last couple of laps, Abby's really going to feel a loss in grip.
Because they're going to be sustainable, aren't they, the hards?
Well, this is it. They're not just going to drop off. Even if they are starting to wear, they're going to go gradually. But the softs, I would think, by the time they get to like maybe 9 laps old, they're going to be really unhappy. I mean, what are they on now? The tyres?
So Johnny's sitting on 36 and 35 on the front and 30. Well, say 35 all around, give or take. Ari's is nearing the 45 mark.
Yeah, and he's only done, I know it says 7 laps old, but he's only probably done 4 or 5 flying laps.
Yeah.
So he is, yeah, he's going to be going up for probably 70% by the time he ends.
So Chubb can pick up the speed a little bit. He's could be back on for his podium. But them tyres could not even just go off, but get punctured quite easily around here.
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, he needs something dramatic to happen, Chubb. To be fair, he's too far back to get back there on pace. He's just lost another nearly a second, gone deep. Scotty's. Oh, time penalty for Johnny.
That's not going to help.
No, Scotty's right on the back of RUD for as well. Battle for P5. That could be done and dusted on the way down to turn 1, as you like to call it.
Yeah. The hairpin.
I think RUD might get DRS back here though.
Yeah, he will.
And he's kept the inside
Scotty
line.
Probably should have.
He's played that fairly well, to be fair to him. Oh, he's got a bad exit though, a really bad exit.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
He's too far away.
So Scotty maybe should have just eased on the brakes a little bit and then just set the DRS again, but in all fairness, made the move quite nicely there.
Yeah. Womax is now out of energy. So I'm sure he did get past Speedy at one point, but seemed to have switched back again.
Johnny's still all over the back of V, but for that penalty, he needs to get moved done quickly. Yeah.
I think if he can get past him, he does have a chance of making that gap on the last. I still think these last 2 laps are going to be pretty awful for Abby, but it's getting past him. It's the issue.
Yeah. Because right now he's sitting in dirty air. The car's not really feeling the greatest.
I mean, what is Abby up to 50% now?
Yeah, over 53s. He's sitting on now. Oh, nice view there. A helicopter.
I think Johnny needs to try and get this done down Main Street this time, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got to really push now, Johnny.
He's not that close.
That past lap of the race, but Abby's struggled at the last corner, really to get grip down.
I think he's far enough away though.
It's still going to be enough.
Yeah, Johnny's he's stopped deploying. I think if you were going to build that gap, you need to get. I can't see him building 3 seconds in a lap, unless they really drop off, or he gets a punch or something. Speed is having a look at Erez, and that is for position because they both have a penalty.
late on the brakes from
it
Erez
done?
though, but it's not going to be enough.
Nice move.
He broke a lot later there, Erez, but it just wasn't enough really. You know, Wilbex needs to do the same. I don't know what tyre life he's on. I'm assuming they're matching Abby's.
Yeah, I think his might even be worse because his pace has dropped off massively. We're hassling these two. Johnny's right on Erez.
He's catched him in all the wrong areas though, isn't it? That's the problem.
Well, this is it. You can tell they're starting to go off because he's gaining on him through the corners where obviously Avi were quicker before. But he's not quite close enough when it comes to the straights. He needs to get a good exit out of here, really. But Avi's still smooth enough to get him good launches. This might be the one though, but he doesn't want to get past him too soon.
I don't think he's going for it.
Yeah, I think Avi's going to come straight back at him though. Oh, not the best exit.
Abby's pushing with DRS as well. Johnny not pushing at all really, just going to sit there and watch the fly back past.
They go around outside him though.
Oh, good battle in. He's going to have the line. Still side by side now through
Johnny's
3,
bailed on it.
4. Yeah. Johnny trying to push, I think he was a bit too calm with the DRS.
Needed to, if he were going to get this position, he needed to get elbows out a little bit there.
Oh, he's
Always
hit the
took
wall
the
there.
ball, yeah.
Let's go down though, according to the stator. Just lucky he was a bit on wheel.
Oh, you do for
But I think Avi will hold this really, because these tyres aren't going to be burst anytime soon. They're on 65% all around really.
yeah,
So
just
we still want to get him on track.
race was a lap or two too short for Johnny, I think.
But if he used a tiny bit of DRS than that home straight, it would have just been enough, because Avi had nothing to fight with either. So he would have just counted him out, which would have been enough to hold that position, I think.
Yellow
Yeah,
flags. Someone out of fuel?
No, it looks like Ali Deepa.
It is all you do for. I don't know what's happened there.
Wing damage.
Oh, so, well, anyway, Jack's going to cross the line. Take P1.
Yeah, he's happy with that as well. It's a good race for him.
Oh, Avi's got a big
Avi.
slide on at last corner. Loses it on track, but he will get it back. He's very lucky he didn't do that a lap earlier.
Chubb will take fourth quite happily as well. So good race from Chubb. Solid, really. Scotty does a good battle, comes in fifth.
Scott did start to come good as it got towards the end, but just a little bit too late. Oh, you D for just
on the line.
stays out of this pipe.
Max jumps areas on penalties.
Speedy actually stays ahead of his teammate. He managed to pull far enough in front of him. El Stefano takes 10th after penalties. Wait on Frenzy, and then poor old Rob.
He's got damage again. But he will finish. He will finish. We're really happy about that.
A finish is a finish.
I'm expecting some weaving along the line.
You might not want to risk it for fear of not finishing.
But there we go, end of the race. Not a bad result there for Rob, really. 13. You know, he's done quite well. He stayed in the race on a track where the tourist DNFs.
Avi gets
Abby
driver of the day.
Do you agree?
I think for sake of watching him and excitement, yes. I think overall driver of the day is just Jack. I mean, I know it's always a bit of a boring call to give it to the winner, but
he hasn't put a foot wrong.
Well, this is it. To take off at the front like 3 times, given the safety cars, obviously you can't really do any more as a leader than that. But I think Avi was the most entertaining to watch. Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, there we go. That brings that sprint and feature to a close. I'll read out the results for the race and then what the results were for the weekend. Jack was your race winner, fast lap as well, with 26 points for him. Abby comes in second. Johnny with that penalty will take third. Fourth place is Chubb. Fifth is Scotty. Sixth, Aladifa. Seventh, Speedy. Rumax, his teammate, in eighth. Erez comes in ninth, also getting that penalty there, goes down a little bit. El Stefano comes in 10th. Just want to put El Stefano. I'd be happy with that, El Stefano. Cherry in 11th. Frenzy will not be there, so Rob will finish in 12th. And our DNFers technically was
Oops.
Frenzy, who didn't start, GGC, and Gustav, who kicking himself a little bit there. And points of the weekend, Jack takes the most points he can, 34 points, which is good for him. 22 for Johnny, 21 for Avi, 17 for Chubb, 14 for Scotty, 9 for Ali Defa. Gustav takes 6 along with Speedy, Errors take 4 along with Wumax, and Rob takes that only other point. Rob takes the point? No. Who was the last point? Was it Rob?
Estefano.
It was Stefano, sorry, it was Stefano. It was Stefano takes that last point for the 10th place he just won. So here we go.
Yeah. That's
So,
it.
yeah, great race for everyone. I'm literally, as I basically, I was mentioning Gustav, I just saw in the Discord. I'm literally blind, couldn't see the corner being so close to Jack. That's what he's done. He's called safety car.
Okay.
But yeah, and also Frenzy apologised for being an AI car, which is no. He had to go. It's one of them things.
Well, yeah, you
But
can't do anything about it.
But thank you everyone for watching. I'll quickly check the next race, which would be Australia. So that'd be a great race. I do love a bit of Australia.
Aussie land.
And what's that?
I said Aussie land.
Aussie lands. Good old Aussie lands. So yeah, thank you very much everyone in the chat. Thank you Rob for the prime as well. Thank you Mrs. Carl and Ari, and yeah, and Gustav for all coming in the chat. Thank you Morla for joining me as always.
Yeah, no worries.
So yeah, any final comments on the race?
Not really, but I mean, well done to all involved. It's not an easy one to finish, as we saw. It's incredibly easy to pick wing damage up, but I think just finishing Jed is an accomplishment in itself. I mean, I know the last 2 times I raced there, I didn't finish. So yeah, just well done to everyone involved. Good racing.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, don't forget to tune in to my channel tomorrow for the DXD Premier League for week 9, I believe now. Got some great, exciting games on the card. And obviously that was Tuesday and Wednesday, so looking forward to that. And then on to DXT Moreland for commentating for the TTFL Tier 2 on Friday. And Rob will be doing the Tier 1 for that same thing at 8 o'clock. Then after that, they'll both be teaming up to do the GP2 around here for RPR. So it should be the same track, should be a lot interesting as well. A lot of battling going on. And a lot of safety cars probably.
Yeah,
GP2
if you like crashing and carnage, GP2 is always a good one, especially around Jeddah.
And I'm in it, so it's definitely going to be a fucking crash in that.
Yeah.
I fucking can't stand Jeddah. But yeah, and then we're back here on Monday for Australia. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. And thank you and good night.
Bye everyone.